You know what sound that is, folks. You betcha it's another Noon Whistle. I'm Chris Trottier.
And I'm John Anzalone, and we're here today with 2014 graduate Aaron Gottschalk. Welcome, Aaron.
What's up, Elkhorn?
Here you are. You're everywhere.
Everywhere, doing everything. We're a little crazy, and we love it.
You are. You're everywhere. You're a great community partner, and let's get talking about some of the things you have going. But I wanted to step back a little bit to your high school days, and you had a very, impactful journey that you started in high school. Maybe if you could just take a minute and kind of tell us about that.
Yeah. So we'll actually go back a little bit towards elementary school, right? So that's really where this started. So I used to weigh over 250 pounds. Used to not have a very healthy lifestyle. Used to go home, pizza, soda, just to give myself energy. I didn't really have a very healthy lifestyle, right? So going into high school, I kind of redid a lot of things in my brain and took a lot of action towards being healthier, but also losing that weight. And I went through a lot of hurdles myself, just mentally and physically and everything. So I just started on the journey. Really what it comes down to is just doing it. But also putting that support system around you helps it a lot as well. So once going into my freshman year, I started losing weight. My confidence level, as you can tell at this point, just kind of skyrocketed. So confidence went up, started doing sports. I said no to a lot of things, but one of my best friends, Adam Scotchalis, he encouraged me to go out for the tennis team, which was one of the best things I've ever done because I met so many great people and got to be a part of the community. That's actually where the photography kind of advanced from there because Donna Neshik was very thoughtful and let me use her big expensive camera to take pictures. So we started creating memories for everybody. And it just kind of grew from there. And then my love for theater and lighting also expanded from there, being the tech director for the drama club and the auditorium. Just got more experience into that. And then that led into college, which is
Aaron,
expanded from there.
You kind of reinvented yourself, right? All the way up here. You changed your lifestyle, you gained confidence, and you took control of you.
Yes.
How did you do that? Like, what did you do? How did you do? Was it just the old diet and exercise? What was it?
Really comes down to up here, right? It's putting positive thoughts and taking chances, right? Taking chances into yourself, investing in yourself, just saying yes to things. That's really what I did. That's really all it came down to was say, hey, I'm going to go on the treadmill for a mile, and I put little tricks in place. I would pay myself $0.25 for every time I ran a mile. And then, of course, we all love money, right? So I used that as my fun money so that I would run more. So simple things like that, it just kind of, I don't want to say tricks the brain, but helps improve our mental clarity and really get that determination going.
Well, congratulations to you and off to a great start. You go to college. How do you end up being a business owner? Like what things did you do to be a business owner in Elkhorn of two businesses?
Two businesses. Yeah, there's multiple. So really what it comes down to is your connections and saying yes to things. So all through high school, then into college, I want to do this. Who do I got to talk to? And let's just go have fun. Really, that's what it came down to. I never checked really pay stubs or anything. I was just having fun. So that's where the connections built from there. Through college, said yes to production, and then ended up being UC Tech, which led into my jobs now, traveling the United States, doing production concerts, stuff like that, which also led into doing projects at Disney. So I worked for Disney for a little under a year, working with Imagineers and worked at Epcot and Magic Kingdom. So just saying yes to those things just led down in the future, which kind of led me to where I am now, right? Saying yes to really anything that came to my way. So currently bought Snap Fitness back in August of last year and bought Driven in January of this year. So those were all done through connections.
Well, and your energy.
So Aaron,
energy.
Many people know Snap and your energy and your charisma and great looks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So people know Snap Fitness, right? It's you're an owner of a brand. Talk a little bit about Driven. Like what's unique about Driven? Where'd you get the idea? How'd you come up with it? Give us a little background on kind of the birth of Driven.
Yeah. So Driven started back in 2018 as a way of getting health into people's lifestyle, right? Make it convenient and easy for them to get something nutritious instead of going for more of a sugary or non-healthy route. So back in January when I took over, really came from, again, those connections and kind of my past. So to give that backstory, 9 years ago, I ended up with food poisoning and went in and out 8 years of being in a hospital. I had to quickly learn how to better get nutrition, so I wasn't on medications and stuff like that all the time. So Driven, the whole model of it is making it convenient for you to be healthy. And my background of nutrition just amplifies that so much more.
Where are you located?
So we're located at 21 South Wisconsin Street, so right downtown in the heart of downtown. And I'm happy to be here downtown because I want to see our town thrive. I want that money going right back in, bringing this downtown to what it can be.
So who's your clientele for Driven? Like, who do you see? I mean, we were on the pre-show, which is very in-depth, and you had some customers walk in.
Yes.
So explain, like, who's your target audience? What are some of the products you're selling?
Yeah. So the beauty of it is, right, anybody and everybody that walks through that door can have a healthier life. They can switch their life around. And that is something that I'm really happy that I get to see, is some people that may be at the worst in their life as far as nutrition. I can work with them for a week, a month, into eternity or whatever. Their health turns around. So that's the beauty of anybody that walks through this door. I can help, or I can try to help, right?
What can I buy at Driven?
So you can buy protein shakes. You can buy energy teas. So that's a big one, right? We're all working. We're all on the go. Why not come in and get a healthy energy tea that's not going to be a crash to your system or cause extra stress? So it's energy teas and protein shakes, and we may be working on a few new things as well with some other Elkhorn alumni from other places. So there's a little plug there for you guys.
You always got something up your sleeve.
You have to come back and break that. You have to break that news here.
So should I go to Snap and work out before or after I have my drink at Driven?
So if you're coming in for your energy tea, I got a couple customers in here now watching me actually. They'll come in for those energy teas, and it's funny seeing all the cups come from here over to Snap. So a lot of people will come in for their energy teas here. You can go for your workout, and then you can come in and get your protein shake right afterwards to help rebuild and refuel yourself for your next workout tomorrow or for work the next day.
Do you need to help those customers?
What's that?
Do you need to help
they're enjoying watching this.
All right, because we'd love to tag along while you're waiting on customers.
Oh, they're watching this.
All right. Otherwise, we would.
John and I can sell. We're good at selling.
There we go.
Yeah.
Come on down, guys. I know you're not that far.
Yeah. So, Aaron, you're also really active in the community and have been even before you own Snap and Driven. I know we talk a lot about things. You're an idea guy. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of good ideas, and you're really connected with that community partnership. Like, why does that drive you?
Yeah. So, growing up in Elkhorn, right, I got to grow up and see the community for what it is and see it along its process. So I'm very blessed and honored that I got the opportunity to go work for the largest production company in the world, right? I got to work for Disney, and I got to work for huge production companies like Pfizer Forum. I'm all over the United States doing production stuff. So I have that outside view on what can we bring different to our community and how can we build it for the next generation, while keeping the legacy and history of what we have today, mesh it together. So I really strongly believe that us as a community can grow. So that's why I'm very passionate about keeping Elkhorn growing, because we really have something special here, and I think it can be built.
John, I'm going to say this, and we talked a little bit about this, and with Aaron being a 2014 grad, that was my first year as a principal at Elkhorn High School. I think it's not surprising for me to see Aaron doing all of these things because he was very invested in his community as a 17 and 18-year-old. He was engaged in the school. He wanted to make a difference. And really, in the end, you became memorable, right? People know you. And I think that's a great life lesson for kids as they go through, in that, those contacts and your level of engagement and your willingness to be a part of something bigger can lead to these types of examples, to owning your own business, owning two businesses, traveling the world, being with a huge marketing and production company. I think that's a really testament to you and your family and everything. And just, it's interesting how you can connect that dot. With that being said, like what were some things from those experiences as a high school student that really kind of made you, like, when you look back, you're like, yeah, that really helped me prepare for all the experiences I'm fulfilling now?
Yeah. Going through high school, I'm very, very blessed that I went to Elkhorn for that exact reason. Having that support system that really allowed me to be where I am today. As you guys know, I was always go during high school. So having those opportunities, having the support system from the guidance counselors to teachers to fellow students, being in yearbook was a big one because I got to work outside of the high school and connect with different businesses and stuff like that, get experience that way. And I know already that the students have so much more tools today. So I could only imagine what they're going to come up with 20 years from now.
That's great. That's great.
They could be your employees.
They could be the employees. They could be business partners. I already have some high schoolers that come into Driven and into Snap as well, that they're shooting off all these ideas. And I love hearing it because what's happening here is we're building the foundation and the funding and resources for those students to build what they want to build. Just like we had Hope Squad come in to Driven and Snap actually last week. And they were sharing all these ideas that they want to build for positive impact in our community, and being able to fund that and actually make those dreams a reality. There's no words for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of no words, that was funny. So talk a little bit about, because John, have you ever been to Disney?
I have, a long, long time ago.
Oh man. So you were like the first person on It's a Small World.
I think I was the first person on the Space Mountain. It was, I'm not going to say how long ago, but it was a while ago.
All right. So what is it like? I just have to ask this question. And what's it like doing film, video, production at Disney?
So it's all about storytelling, right? So when Walt Disney started the company, it was all about telling the story of the people and providing families an opportunity to be together. That's what it's all about. So as a photographer today, it's all about storytelling and listening to what they have gone through, and then capturing that so they can inspire somebody else. And that's where I'm very proud of all of my members and everything that we have done, is we're starting to capture what we're going through and what our triumphs are, what our struggles are. And that's building inspiration for other people. So that's one reason why I like the photography and getting up on stage and talking to people, because it's not the person in the audience that I'm reaching. It's the person who they're going to go tell the story to, or who they are reaching that I don't even know. That's the beautiful thing about when I get up on stage or when I go places. I get people coming up to me like, you are the reason why I changed my life. And I've never met them before a day in my life. That came through somebody else. And that's the beauty of storytelling and creating that content.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. Well, time flies. You got customers out there, John or Aaron. John, what do you think? Should we close out with some shout outs?
Yeah, we could do that. Aaron, you got anybody you want to
shout out to or give thanks to?
100%. First, I want to shout out to our community because that is the front running thing making this all possible is the community support. So you guys coming into local businesses is what is allowing me and my team to invest back into building our community. So that is the first from my heart. I got to thank our entire community for investing into us, our team, and our dream. The next person I want to give a shout out to is, I don't know, you guys know Tammy. I love Tammy. You guys will see her around. She is a firecracker, and she is the reason why this is all just reaching you guys and building. So I got to give a shout out to her. I want to give a shout out to all of our local businesses as well that are being a part of this. So Kairos in Motion, I'm so thankful that you guys come into Snap Fitness and provide value to our members for free. You're coming in on your own time. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. 1111, Brandy, you have believed in me from day one and you know where my heart is. So I appreciate you guys for everything that you guys do. The list goes on and on. Lori with Essence Sound Healing. Thank you so much. If you guys have been to the Rewind experience, I'm hoping to bring that to the high school next year for the Exhale event in the auditorium. Like you're talking grand scale. That's what we're planning to do there. So many people, Katie with the city, Chamber, everybody. I'm very thankful for all the support and everybody coming together, making this possible.
Well, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, and thank you for being on here. John, anything for you? Parting words before we go back to lunch?
I guess thank you for your insight and sharing the educational process and the importance of being a participant in it, not just an attendee, and your thoughts on the Elkhorn school system and being a product of that, and then all the things you took away from that. I think that's inspiring, that if you become an active participant and you engage and join in, then good things happen.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I close with just a big shout out to all of our educators, as we conclude the school year. Everybody's looking forward to June, but thank you for all you do and everything you've done for kids. And it's an important role, and there's a reason it's hard, and thank you for all your hard work. John, anything else before we go?
You want to play an impromptu game? It's going to take like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I love this.
Ready to be on the spot?
This is my favorite version of John.
So we're not gonna say any names, but I'm gonna ask you something, and I want you to think of 3 people. Okay, I want you to think of 3 people in your life, throughout your life, could be any time, that were inspirational, a mentor, someone who you looked up to. 3 people. You got them yet?
Yep.
All right, we're not gonna mention any names. Was one of them a relative or a parent?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Was one of them an educator?
Yes.
Yes.
Was one of them a coach?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how important education is.
All right. On that note, Aaron, congratulations. 2014, go Elk, one herd. John, thanks for being on. And on that note, we got to get back to work.
Yeah, we do.
We got work to do, guys. We got a community to build.
There you go.